Uyage mama wancho mugere karibu asansema Egeikaro tairi tuko lialero niko mamsiebe wodi ya basi boitangale kuruate bunge ya basi county ya Kisii moske Thomas Obare uyito kuchukanya kaba toko konya na kuligereria amange aliagenda kwa anmono atsense media siasa na boigo amagendro na abuna botambe Egeikaro mosike abuga koordination
Bidongo.
Ahora no vale que carrete con la Mojo muligera di na ego no ramuna itu anya kubat karangara gen daga no sangka mana itu namba na yere ase eskin ya jadi ngor Haron Ototo onyengiri na Egeikaro nigo kere ase burenjera ya meyo kuligera di amangana mangi ase jira yo boime ali kulia lero ekikia kia na kia go sekia nyara kaba gaida to kulia moske Thomas Obare na mangale ganda dari tangan ino mwana siasa dia kabere no murai dia gato na ya naro karibu moske Thomas karibu me ya Getembe Television
Mbe mono sana Haron injeno bare Thomas ndo mamsio witangale goreli bageri kwanza ndakira abantu abo basu witangale ngambia mono waroje daram fit kubara miake ye tan ande ngakere getugia Getembe mbia mono aso kwanja ko most rigere nyare kukwanira bidi bigendere teme county to ya Kisii
In the spirit of Egeikaro kwa to mheshimiwa, and I'm proud kuandangiri mheshimiwa Taracha. Just to correct you, Taracha is just a village. Lakini ere ward ya Birongo. Onye ndio tabanya riba chache, you know what I could be proud. Lakini ende mbia mono and to arigania abantu bonse ase umurgo Egeikaro rero. Na mheshimiwa Nyansiongo nere Ochembiare.
Banyak muligera kwata
Na mate.
Na Ototo. The only village in Kisii region. Ikwata antwa bago explain namba somete. Nanga somete bago explain namba somete. No ya bakpa to experience ni ronga.
kwere sabna somete.
Namo to ma somete kinde ajiju kora buyo.
Nako na kwenya kwere sabna
somete. Ni ngemo no tutazo wari kana ndiki kana tulia lero. No wateba nyanzongo wordingo. Tukurangwa kutirara. Onye nipetela stangeta sinini.
Nganole.
Ndaze baro.
Nganole se baro.
Bago sira ono yo, bago sara ono yo. Nango ya komi. Thank you.
Moske Thomas Obare na gani to chakire ase aliagenda kwa ase ense ya Kenya sibona iga. Nzachinda na bakoro machikoranga etole a general election ne chikura tole chikura chi serious no ma abanta bangi barasi umngane chikura chi serious tale by elections chire timaiti from where you sit as a politician and as a leader observation ya one release siasa chigenda ten na mona soro ngoro gusindura ngega tubate biro kubita to ya bikurwanererwa litukulia lero nkolenge Kenya ngimano ya lenge soro ngoro gusenda mona sanzamili kwa merele serikali
yawe Haron na kirikoro by election na chiko determines most of the time determine the direction to which we take. It's a collegially 2027 year we are almost there. The 3 by-election for instance in Nyamira will determine umwelekeo Kisii in national politics. Na kiorojeta a lot of force. Egeikaro Nyamira, the entire government ya camp Nyamira. Opposition nero mwara today no barenge. It is because mpamanye the impact ya by-election chiri that the results chiko takorwa say by-election yedi will determine the future of the ya siasa ya Kisii.
Iko negento kere tariko iru light rim na bantu bagoteba tarigendo muntu koligera linga bona bokura bogwe taiga bogwa MC abantu ba
and it is not tariko itiko tariko je bo MC chirine chikoro cha national chiko shape national dialogue nganga yesi ase go take route to kura yo bo MC yo to gwe to konyora abantu bali bonsi pi bale Nyamira bagotokororo ni narrative ko ba created nga Kisii direction ya take and I can tell you for free that if in case the candidate Matiang'i go support they don't win you will see a narrative that will come out of it. So for him it's a do or die.
Na karoto kuligera pado go na whatever that will happen ngebwate mbagitiko chiam anamo goche somoske Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Parameters nchira ronga nchinde sebiroge bitato nata keriko win ya minimum of 1 ya minimum of 2 go senata keriko win Beyonce if possible mbagiti ko rakananga na error ere strong egere abande nchinde bakumurana baje tabanga ntwatema twamubwake ntwatema tatubwetira slide omaite chi excuse njire chiko chafuta hadi ngaki onyuko bweke mo tabanga match njalenge twamumyo kiso aba bintu munebyo parameters ndio ara set tinta jinde ngaga at least the list I need to get korose gwende
chi ward chirisa to chia Nyamira must be one each candidate chiri ago support if UDA serikali ya UDA ne bwana ne kiroge kamo they will have made a big mark
bagwa keshere
because they will have shown ngana obara to konya chikura koru pusi and that is why you've seen the entire UDA machinery campaign in those by-elections. You can imagine they are being led by the chief whip with National Assembly. So the significance of each by-election
na Sam na ya mabongole ngese baliba manganage siasa kwa talire sana session semechiga observation ya ochenda line rili gore each by election echi yakarango lengi wata chire kirasi
actually na chire kirasi na chire kirasi ashuo chiseto kerenyo latest by the nona nge nyansion nona nge kerenyo but not only today na tarasi chuo chiga na chire na nyansion have been there for quite some time. So wabugana sakia I think na wako organize na change nyora ka party ka
asimegecha
because the MP wasero yago chese tampunga igakora yani ngai ne rokare ya gusi nyuma majority of the leaders when you look at the Senator of Nyamira Matiang'i himself, we talk about Moskongo, I think na place there Machawu, I think even the governor himself so it means very influential. Coincidentally, you find out we have a by-election from the same ward as the candidate
potential candidate
or Jubilee Akoru Mosque Dr. Fred Matiang'i. So for me, when I look at the observation I want to single out Nyansiongo, then Manyako and Shinde, yes, Nyansionga, Usakuriri, Nyansiongo na what competition, let me say so, according to me. There was a lot of competition because of Uganda, Nere ward, Dr. Fred Matiang'i Akoru. It's the same ward, no more senator of the same ward, I think Akoru. So it means that it's a do or die thing, and it's hard to umurai daktari umanyana in person kwa tema kuligera na ki maybe ensemble giraga kwa sababu anene mono tebwana tibaluzi any even did tatageti bachiko sekere mo but if he wins in Ekerenyo, he wins in Nyamaya, then loses in Nyansiongo, it is like he lost everything. Kwa sababu alina home place yae alina rochi ba setri agenda bonero ba kutumeka ni ngaki it's no longer an issue of MC, it is the issue of William Ruto and Fred Matiang'i. In politics mheshimiwa can confirm you have to do what we call divide and rule, like no one torigelinga which part was nkanto cura rete kara divide abantu abangi find us somrengo. Like now you can tell the president used a narrative of hustler. Akaweka babo Raila Odinga
dynasties versus hustlers.
Akaweka kwa nalete WhatsApp group ya like and you can tell that it worked. Kwa sababu everyone was enyewe these are the founder, their fathers were founder members, the founder fathers of this country, and then the children are still here. So hustlers bagayaso kukurwali bakarwali akamanyanga boda na bangi mama mboga na bangi, so he had to divide. So for mheshimiwa the team Matiang'i, they are dividing that it is a war of William Ruto and
Fred Matiang'i
to impact that emotions in mwana kusi don't kumurushikianga una babate. So that's one of the factors why we make so my observation is for me I feel like Matiang'i will win
in this Namayanje, it's a bit like you can sing a wave Nero Novakova. But the problem is Nyansion.
Then ingia karaka problem Nyansion and Nyansion also.
Number one, Haron Ototo. Yeah, the two candidates who are supported by the United Opposition. And at least two seems to be having chingo. Naharo maybe you have to chingo chinke. Whatever maybe but when you look at Kevin and I think the other guy in the this seems like a chingo which much correct. Abanavanto very bakuanira. Mugatio chira full, Magati. Monto you dear now what Mugatio full, I could wonder on it, Chinichikura. Our thing is a bocha. Nabojiko and a basket.
About the divided attention.
Around it or a candle. Mugatio Bado went to go shared among much more Kirendo number what or a week. So it means that these two candidates, it's very unpredictable. From the United Opposition because why United Opposition nobody was supported by Matiang. So whoever, like they are saying that but who are they going now to choose for a very strong? So that's why a bit tricky. It's a very influential word. Maybe should be one.
Maganonya sio ngongora ingia buka na baranya manya into details ko to buka press agara no ngora kina baranya na watu manya pura kwa taro era no era na ro bekete ko rote kyo na ba ko manya dinga ngikere nya sio ko ona
interesting word. About candidate what take see the reading candidates one 1, 2, 3 I do count from either side. What I gave him
¿Qué pasa?
But Nyanson is interesting what being a cosmopolitan. What the chrome grass. But then you have what you think I'm a set whiskey. But never jet of carrot, so good. I'm never at the That's why sometimes I feel like Monto can't be the real market could bring a zero. Or the real market you can't be any guy on the book. But they don't and so what means like the company who are not going to bear consideration. The former deputy president.
Door to door.
They went to call my home to I come from the lower side and some word which is when I go home with the red man and so I'm going to I've not seen a candidate or I see a campaign on this other side where Kevin Manan comes from. Here the great commissioner, those people on that side they feel like very marginalized completely. That in Babuati Monto serikali maybe kuwatetea all those issues nini. Like now the area ya Nyansiongo liko kombanya kutwara mochief or sub chief for a long time. The feeling about Tigre. Look at the kind of roads Babuati and Chirimpako combo in Kwanza, it's my cross. So Monto take into action in agenda campaign agenda. I'm not to watch kura. Lakini ande binyoro maybe will tell you a different story nga. Egeikaro na igana. And because some matter a campaign in Nyansiongo between the way they have declared between the president and Matiang. The people don't even feel president and Matiang. They are looking at the candidates. So they are all those sets here and remember people in Nyansiongo ward have got influence but they don't vote there. It's going to get a map in Nyansiongo close to 40 people were serious candidates elsewhere. It's going to 2022. And they have influence as it's quite but they don't vote there. So there's the people who influence quite Thursday, lakini if you look at it, we have the former governor we have the current deputy speaker, the deputy governor Nyamira, we have the former CS Professor then the who is who they can influence. You have seen the campaigns they influence the elections, it's crazy, but they potentially they don't vote there. So Nyansiongo is a trick word as compared to Nyansiongo. But still, in the somewhat Nyama is a center of interest, same way Nyama is a center of interest. Well, kila mmoja anataka tu promise yaenga Kristo simu za part of the deceased no je kuchukua na ndoje support but things have turned. Yes. So what they guess ndio kwa tabango nya ndio DM ta so kali tukoliri kole campaign ya truth kole ya mheshimiwa wa Moracha. Matana change some ndio DM ya roka ngamba change wifuta asini. But munda kama otherwise Kanda vesa kaka nyala bachiri wesa.
Kanya bakolera
ngeni. Now you look at this opposition side, bachire kerenyo too much as compared na. Actually the campaign jema de ko ngai jela lero. Kesa kerenyo la lili bako. Now this other side ya president o ya UD o ya side ba campaign.
Pero the best.
Bona baza ke campaign ya for today Tuesday main.
Anyway, mwancho muligirita sada by the way asa itwaro wete kwandele kolia lero kole nande ngwira ndi konde so musiketo masyo bare abana barali baga kwandile bakwana from the hango yo borali ono the batinga keringiro ramendo tara ka ro autorga ya mangana ya ayo atulenge teri kolia lero
no tindo chiko ni mente kende because ko igure ko rumo menyo nyansiongo was more information ko bantu bari basiko but we hope that results nchioro kyo bomo gusi magoso naruche opposition yakolete seji by election yech akara kwa lenge if you look before 2022 how Ruto was doing a campaign yae he used to bring candidates once piamo va negotiate a settlement out a way out when yoranga you have one strong candidate yo mindona te baganga nyansiongo we have two strong candidates from the opposition that can easily cost you that tells you there was no proper planning na mangana yeji by election yeji
Yama entraga to vai if Nyansiongo is gone I can really tell the narrative right. Number one will be if he cannot even win as a group, then how
MCA wako.
I think mheshimiwa the only thing I am seeing here there's a lot of danger. Na vera venga abantu wana baraba what is chikura jidisa coachment. Let me remind you Ototo. In 202 is it 97 we had Kibaki and Matiba. These people, if they could have settled on one, maybe more eager with 1997. But because of that, we two strong candidates. Omanda chikura chiaro, kona ngonchi abwete maybe morai.
Nabaki tukwanga menda chikura chia Matiba na Kibaki. Amenda chia uru chia Moi na Raila. Bado one of the two could have won as Kibaki na Matiba.
The same thing might cost them and it will be a big embarrassment. I think. Then they should plan bado still as a siasa or negative Korean they plan to settle so that they have an embarrassment maybe just say
at this rate there is nothing you can settle once nobody ballot wamechelewa that Haron by election year ngagete his excellency Matiangita take keen interest he didn't from where I see it I don't think he took it serious baadaye because you realize party yae tebugati candidate that is a by election he needed to take a lot of planning he needed to take a lot of interest in the three by elections yes so that aba murabari ngwara aba UDA there was no even nomination candidates barangire tuguga bakaikaransigu bakatebungaya we have looked at this and this tigeroyo that is how you plan a by election
in fact muskega karoto kwa kwani go Robert let us give an example yechi wode chia gusi chije Nyamira na Eastern Gose County ya Baringo the president yule ultimate competitor muskega Dr. Fred Matiang'i aka manage ko withdraw the strongest candidate as a county ya Baringo Gideon Moi egere gotwara ground kere smooth.
It is because he didn't want Baringo rekanenga na with resistance so he took charge of a stronghold there. I wish that Fred Matiang'i could have taken a lot of interest as by election chair Kisii because you realize he is come Bonondo very serious in the last 1 week. Gachagua has been camping in Mbere because he knows that there is a narrative driven.
His life as a politician is at stake.
Is at stake. let's see how it goes.
I think they comment this because Mheshimiwa wako chakire gente kia Matiang'i should have taken center stage campaign chia nyama ya Nyansengo na Kerenya. You know, for you to be a commander, you must be seen to be commanding your people. The Guzi command abantu mbale in the Guzi command will feel like bado ntaranya wa mara kwa morungi. No, there are those people supporting Matiang'i, but when feel thinking yeah kwenda Jubilee wasn't the right thing correct. You have formed a party from mashinani kolegen to pick from the Guzi community. Yani even a upshot get there yomo gusi like he went to Gesiaga asa matanga yenge yango ya Kongo Mogeni. Then he was saying nchama ntubanga candidate twari nyama ya Nyanza na Kerenyo na babo Kongo Mogeni we kanaste babo nyakona we kanaste meeting bakanga candidate nje ndiko ba ni support. Now this support onya called for the last 3 days okoba campaign iri mna ataketo campaign but that message ya chitu is konga candidate chiko bole asibia maybe in mwangete. What is the message of common mwananzinga ki is in charge of campaign chair. Is in charge of constituent what did you donga ne candidate na bai. Onyo bai opinion ya ine hearing. That's the hard question I want to ask.
Tumatara kwa topic ya jipa election somebody is writing ya konta binga ki ekaro umuske Matiang'i agenda ekerenyo ochigotangasa nga umuske Josh Nyamukuna yaro urwete candidate. Is that not shooting himself in the foot?
That's what I'm saying again. As a potential candidate, when they go give up rights, got a candidate, money or company.
Nobody is on it already.
This is politics. Talk about Mambia, they are going to get I can go stick in a cow. You will change your mind. Nyamukana that will remain a key in China chairman. Nyamuka meet and no chairman. Look at the young Wang's program, Chamatian. I got my what did I tell you? I'm Magosana, correct, and I said. Kokasi and red Kubangate program Chamatian. Magosa Gadelina more proactive as if Corino people supporting Matiang. Moko Matianga Matanga Gusuma Muakamba, which was good message to politicians who are saying a key. Moazagotama, Mokomatango Matanga Muakamba with Samatang. Colleague in the Vicar of Kanangam supporting more, Monaka issue. Yes.
Briefly.
And I want to make a comment about it.
Briefly, of course.
Can I say to Noche Matiang'i tries to whatever taking they sat as they caucused, then the candidates. But when talk about Kurekeren, and this is where Josh Nyamukana Chirang. Now, the better Kurekeren, no. Kurua Nyansiongo, no. Kurua Nyamaya, no. So, and Igoro Karbaring in Nyamaya. He tried to say, Kero Montana during the funeral of Mosque Elijah, including Babanamoko, including Baba Steve Mugaka. In fact, the leadership of Nyamira, Pagatevanga, at Chris accorded the term of the brother. But the Nyamoko, the same Nyamoko, the Vanganero, at the candidate, the Jones Beach, United Opposition, the same person, Oringo at the Vangandake, let's give this brother of Chris, the brother of Elijah, accorded to him. No, I think like you make a picture now that we have Josh Nyamoko is dining with the other team and he comes and confessing an error and even is supporting their campaign.
And they are crediting him, of course.
The honest thing, this thing really. Like I want to support what Abuga said about the commanding power. Onyendri Daktaria and I can message he could have sat in fact at one strong candidate. In fact, he have like he's an opposed. Like a show that he has like no correct say he and pack now it becomes something else. Politically.
Mwanjo muligereri mangana ya jipa election na boto gochiko ya kwanira bakali tukuli aramisi chika kichikule chigwakwa na ande kurwabo ikote kwanire amachibu ikote ligereri mono kobwa amatema amanyene bone kera amatema etoka yitaso akabano kegali yaso tole kwiri ekora gwika kera gesicha keri goso kuru ese jipa election ya jiga gwegeri gunge gesicha ke impact kiri gochiko twara gesiasa kole ndo mwanjo muligereri ukunguzana kwa bere wako kwase enga kentambe gati ija abajumbe gusaba bunge amo na echi county anamono igoro yekigancha kimanyikete na fuel levy chibaza chingagete ne chibaza chikotumeka ase okorekebisha na koligeria chipara chi ase chenzema ao imensi ya Kenya kolende bwangu iga ebunge yanya kabagego etia lichiko eliria nyatoko baliko bwatoka egati ye chibaza chiga gose kengese ge chibaza chiga gochiasa chi county inse ya bagavana ne county ya Kisii na yambabo yanyata kwa konyora chibesa kurwa sike kanjekyo na gwetera soko nyagwe kanjekyo mwanchu muligeri ama tukama kaetire gose chi wiki chinga chietire chibesa njanya kwa chikubaganwa ase county ya Kisii ase chi shilingi chi milioni 11 chi mibere na 30 na bintu beke guti mutuga chanyata kwa chikubaganwa ase chi ward ime ye county ya Kisii ase chiwodi chinde chitanya orete chinde chikanyorange chinde chikanyora mono yumu siko bali ngo cyargo nyara kabaga gutumanyi kigimanganza chinde na injira kingiritere kiya tumugete soko baga gwechi batecho na yanda mange kolende soko chakera nagani sam yana nyakabaga tusomera igoro e breakdown yeji basiki kinya kwa chiko baganwa e fuel levy ase chiwodi imeye county ya Kisii.
I think Egeikaro soko chakera na wasi constituency yule wasi bugetauri I mean to what bugetauri yeah, what million 2.5. To what Masige East, you what 1.8. Then to what Summit Mokwero, you what 1.9. To what Basi Church, you what 8.8. Actually 8 million. To what Nyacheki, you what 2.4. Masige East, you what 2.2. The water base central, you were 2.2 million. You will be able to be watching now. In total, was constituency, Yaman would 21,242,840. And then total when I say and same Bonchari actually loche a constituency on Emo, Yakumu, that's 1.8 million. And then to what Bomacho Warabu. Tokatuara Kunganero Magenche, about 1.8, I mean 1.9 million, Bokimonge, Erekamanagotua 2.2 million, Nabigo to Chicago, Bombaborabu, Latuara 2.6 million. In total, Bomachoge, Bomachoge constituency, Latuara 6.5 million. Bonchari about 1.8 as a constituency, and they were the word Yakum. Then we go to Bomachoge Church. Wasoti Sengera, what 1.2. You go in total go Machoga Church, you got 1.2 as a constituency, to us a word yamo. Then to what in Yabari Church, to Batua Kiombo, we got 2 million, and then to what Virongo, we got 1.9 million, then Bovaracho, we got 1.9 million as well. So in total, to what 5.8 million. Nyaribari Church. Then to Skoboskio, Nyaribari, this is Nyaribari Masaba, and to what Kiamokama, about 1.5 million. Then to Gatuara Ichuni, about 1.8 million. So in total, a constituency Nyaribari Masaba, it what 3.4 million. Then to Kitutu Churches North, about Kebogi, about 1.7 million. Then to what Monyerero, it was 2 million. So in total, it was 3.7 million. That is the Kitutu Church North. Then to what Kitutu Church South, Kitutu Central, 1.6. Then to what Bugusero, it was 1.6 as well. Bogeka, it was 2.1. So in total, a constituency of Kitutu Church South. He gave what south, he gave what 5.4 million. Then finally, the what constituency South Mugrango, the what Moticho, the what 2.3 million, Kawakigatora 2.4 million. Then to what Boikanga, it was 2.1 million. Then to what Chitago, Barabi, what 2.1 million as well. Then Bogetenga, it was 2.1 million as well. So in total, a constituency South Mugrango, he gave what 11 million. 11.2 million.
Mwanju muligeli nambe nasoma 11 million na reyo ya South Mugrango tali ya ichibeza chionsi kolende ase ogosomo kubuna kwa igule ndubwato mwa musiekuru ebunge yabo basi wodi kurukunga basi mwitangana muketa masyo bare yetali ya ondira kwane kanda abuye wodi automatic ane chiparo tabuya tikono to kuchakira abuye ose chiparo cha chipata chikakuru chakana tifele bye.
Haron, I might tell you sometimes even to me what to say. You know, so made a but deliberately I think he avoided also my Chichibuata zero. We have 18 wards without even a single cent, which is quite unfortunate. ndobwate mate resources chia Kenya was resources chia county that personal resources where you have your own discretion ngango konyora ngotari konyora. Those are resources guided by the law. And Article 201, it is very clear that resources shall, which is mandatory, be shared equitably. But kwa konyoranga ekere chibese chia fuel levy, and I've seen a pattern. Such a word I have through you will see a pattern of the words that are missing. Governor Nanda State House, I think 2 months ago, now by MCA. Some of us opted not to accompany him. Out of our own personal convictions, we did not go to State House. Karokoligeri wodi chimise tichipara. Cha keribeno, wanda boitangare, masimba, you see, what is this distribution is showing, no go punish, walibago support, wasababu ate divergent opinion. We did not go to State Out for a reason. We believed that we will be supporting Fred Matiang'i, and therefore, if we are being punished for supporting Fred Matiang'i, I have no problem, because a distribution yabantu wali bachete State House na baba hiru chiwe cha fuel levy, an unfortunate thing. Rende tukanye tutigora assembly to have way formula, because there is no formula that can justify inga bus charge asomo governor akoru gets 8 million and other wards get 0. Kwamanya konyoranga bus charge is equivalent to the entire of Nyaribari. It is very unfortunate. The entire of Bugetutu is equivalent to bus charge. There is no justification. Because Chiba they were distributing it equally. Ordinary doche guy worth 1.2. Chiba so you distribute to each ward, we will be getting at least 1.5 every ward, which we will challenge this, and I'm sure we will win.
On must get to one Zachinde so Kose. Eso gotema koboli goso koboli gona nabantu be gwadia bas boy tangale karaba koboli nganza chinde kare gante kia bere ntoranya rabesa karo from where you sit nza chinde no magafa no munyeno ikaranste gosite timbu ya ikaranste gose ngaki kanje ngakita kero kore miremo.
No, it is the governor to take responsibility. When anything happens in this county, the chief accounting officer is the governor. There is no justification at all. The buck stops at his door. He takes political responsibility and administrative responsibility. Because, you know, Moralia, this information, this is the information here. That information was very much hidden from MCS. Only that we together change information here. There is no justification at all. Again, and the reason as to why sometimes we appear to be differing na governor. Kwanyora kwa yule para. Igabu kwanyore pare bwata makarabati 35 to 50. But kuma kwanyoranga an entire road ya koliru ne contractor tolete tu atu ngol tu experts. Yeah. Bono expert ya bamanya ukore para etabuati karabati. One na complained the other day. Born on the Jackas and become Makarabati. A para 4 months ago. A para about Makarabati drainage teyo. A pare ye coera within a very short time because some de pare maram. So Kwanyoranga, there is a lot of corruption. Again, the county yakis. And I wish one day, Eric, invite me, I'll come here with evidence on the corruption. Where we have what, for instance, Omontara just company Kuminasaba. 17. Chico para para in 30 words. To my other one to take the word into Nick. And you know, no one can go to get a Vinto Navy, Manakora, Vitisho up and a pale, Nading and a kira. But you cannot run a government, na Vitisho, na Wheezy. Again, to talk about is excellent. And we will be very serious going forward. Because one, Ngakia, whatever, we must govern a county using laws. Let us not put emotions in governing a county. Ekara kwali n'abantu babwitangale para. Tali obari wa punish. E pare yego tumeka na voters bali bagwakirite kura. For instance in Jindi Boitangale I had 1,700 votes. governor had a higher number of votes in Boitangare than me. So when you punish abantu abo Boitangare have differed with you because you are supporting Ruto, I'm supporting Matiang'i, it does not give you, yani, even your conscience should allow you to use public resources in a way that is prudent. Kile kilo jeto kwenye kotebanga iga magoso naro.
Nza chinde nyuma aba minto bataraja ba comment kwa sababu olinda kine babu atagaragara kende banyaka bakubuli. Nza chinde karo mwatamire ko kwana koligereri mwanyore kemonyo kende nga wasne njira yo kolije excuse yo ko justify tambo grek.
There is no excuse bago tumia ngeringa chibese chichi alenge chinke ngechinde ngo chachire. There is no justification for that. Onye chiarenge chinke. Why do we have a consistent pattern? Those people who did not go to State House or those people who disagree with you how you govern the county na ubatabu ati para. Haron, there is another list. I'll come here again to discuss on road maintenance. The same words chirichimiseti chipara echichiafu levy are the same words chimiseti chipara chia road maintenance. A word yakoro kubogeta audio sekaba nakoru because chache bagoreto has 3 roads in that road maintenance. Boitangare 0. You see, it is very wrong because para echichia chigokoru para te yokoru chiminto. Epare yokorura abantu nainchi babo basi Boitangare bali bagwaka no ushuru ngorande ngochoka bali gale abantu bali na baro batakire banyora magenderero. Haron, these are great injustice. There is no justification.
There is justified. Tumenga samwe kero kwali gere list yo nyuma utarachi kwa wataja somera tumetenga kihanya go kwa gore.
Before that one, I could have wished maybe I clarify. I think Ototo, people have been singing a talk and State of Korea again. I think there's a justification in my mind. Maybe not allowed to go.
State House.
Was about you find out that those who went to State House are the ones who are.
Now, maybe
much more. That is the point. Number 2, that was. By the way, so what I'm trying to look at, number 1, I'm swearing to avoid Haron Ototo. I don't know what I don't know the number, but let's say it's no what about time. You're deciding to let the first 2 eat because you're a market, you do others. It makes no sense. These are your children.
Nyombe imogo twara mulembe.
Abane moje muri mambi yaba barari.
But you see, in collecting tax money, they have a postpone and saying, "Pona tiga vasi geteraru, yabrongeraru, tiga ibeneraru, ngarende moje moru." So that tumanya buna ditu kumoja guru is when moje twara mulpiji para. It is very unfortunate that we live in a county that. Maybe out of personal reasons that a governor can decide to award paka is receiving more than others. Again, maybe as to this because he went to State House, maybe now that he was the one who brought.
We had a case in court. County government went to court, chiga petition, chibesa kera. Kera, the support the president, chibesa chia kera. They go to every constituency. So when this money came to the county, he wants to distribute to friends. He wants, he's using it for political reasons. Singa obare ngo muri nepara, abantu abitanga bamarenga no mubare achaendeka aende one time. Entara ikange iyo. We have ways to handle you.
Never get very levy, so go commentary no Moscow Barakwanere, very levy in Chibesa Chiroro, a can't take it doesn't matter what's no less as long as you pay, say no. Because she was a Jechikona to say a bank, yes, Chavecunga, Nichikoros, a banker, to make a para, to make a magute para, that Chico to make a para. So,
Haron Ototo and Boga, you see, it makes no sense if we had such a case in Kisii County that you have to do a selectively. It is wrong, by the way. to see such a case. And number two, I don't know Mheshimiwa. For me, what I understand about amangana yoko na amagendro is done through the budget. And how comes that Muzita kamkunji some people went somewhere and dieng ombeko na nchengo bosuni chenga ili gunjara chenga goseneke bwatu. I think we are governed by a law. I don't know whether the budget committee has a hand in this. Go say.
You know what happened? Chiba got as a pool. It is 60 million. You will later be asked to send roads that you want to be done. So when you send roads, you drop them. So, but Chiba is a budget as a pool, 60 million. So Egeikaro nyoranga aiwatumire para yago yaba ignored. At least bago to Kenya Roads Board, because Kenya Roads Board is the implementing authority. Ba to me list yetabwati para yago. That is what they have done.
So my point is, if the governor Andake is fighting people who say these member of a county assemblies at a personal level, you see, aba nanchi paro, aba nanchi aba bwana kama. Number two, I like what Mheshimiwa said. Erega Chikura, not 1.7 but 1,700. That is from the MCA side. But the governor might have got
he had over 5,000 votes.
You can't fight one person. You will fight one person, but at the end of the tunnel, you find out that you are fighting people, mwananchi. So I think for me, we should be having a county that Ekwanana, even the people can because taxes are never paid like bosaigo and tutabanga yani it is a must that you must pay these taxes. The taxes that are being paid in these county governments in Kisii chive equivalent to amagendra yabantu korekana.
Mosko vale nyuma abuga atara menta abuga kosa atara boli kende kurwa wigoro ya itwanya ko to kwanira nsachinde ekaro kwaligere egapuna ro senjere rero yo eranya kalenya decision ya overturned.
As we speak today, Yamaguru Waitanga has petitioned the courts about this injustice. Hopefully the courts will find merit in his case. Again, Tokende editorial recess, but when we will go to the assembly, we will want the Minister of Roads to come to the assembly to explain a criteria about miete, because moralia ntogo tumia emotions ko govern a county. We govern a county through rules, and the rules are there how you should share resources. You want to apportion yourself 8 million of 60 to your own ward, and then you give other wards 0, you will have no peace. You will find no peace in your governance. Again, Tokende, the reason as to why Haron shared in that manner, no go continue creating fear. Nga najengo chikoboli next time najengo chako segunda say list. The fear, the reason as to why fear is created is because of corruption. Today as we sit here, you will be shocked which parade is 60 million ne company am. The same company ya very gokora showed works. Para yaro siku tebu ati makarabati, tebu ati drainage, moro muko beka chibule baru iberega. Kwa manya batebanga you are fighting corruption. And then you want to silence people through intimidation. Yoko ena nachipara to words chirigo subscribe to I don't know how to call it. But we will not buy fear. Going forward, we will speak our mind.
Abuga kwaligere lipo ngolengi kwaligere chinambe chimna chiro chimenya getabo go ikasara. Batali chinambe ina chimenya tsane ko yokora switch parece
one of the grounds for impeachment at Quatable in the county assembly in Nyamira on Tuesday. I think it was Monday.
Tuesday.
It's an issue ya abuse of office. Abuse of office can come through violation of the constitution.
Yeah.
You know, once the government takes oath of office, lazima protect kila mwananchi orase area ya Now, once you start now separate and banatenga another because of the political affiliations, because of the stand ya siasa, then now you become an issue a piece of office. But then what happened to Kisii, that's just a chair to one is an injustice. So I never just have an inch by the world city, but I reach there. So it's very sting as compared to this is the first time the full legal go to county government. No machine what touch parade check was una care. So kind of machine and the best roles to what one noiga, nature was una care because they are done to standard. Oh no, catch price a charge county government and the county government from the first step once a commercial it means like the next few years go what para completely. Because when party just the county government, like all roads have gone to the county government. Many roads situated road charge in access roads just county government. Now you find a governor or to make it wrong.
The budget na wrong footing.
On your government you got or parity wrong it means parity abo to watching here. No more governor comes to say so in a corrupt way army to say parity to watching. In the motion what about how you award parity to that you do a list from the county government when you have a Kenya Rules Board. Approving at parade in Jiro 60. Now, much more than at parade may be in the chair that dropped because of their political affiliations in this may attack into get which are ruled to be fear, what created some MCAs in the county, maybe what take cast and direction as yes. Now, once you start mixing politics and development, then you are going the wrong direction. You can take a mongo white thing getting maybe Egeikaro, maybe Montaga and a petition. You can give a file. The Mako may be mentioned or say next year. What does it mean for Kisii County? That the budget for this financial year, for list which was just Kisii County government, was spent. That's the danger with court cases, by the way. And you see now we can avoid as a county, or to cast a trap. How do you avoid it to do the right thing? Talk about Morayo. I think I might take it again. You need to consult. Yes. You see, in the work which could have no more, you're a person get the same way about Yabando Kanagia, or right of a job. Now, assuming like for us, what you are much more about take reverse for this charge around. But you see now, a word you are in very bad was constituents. So does it mean you can talk discussing about no matching or take reside or sorry candidate as young go to same case in Republic, a key over the what they are doing. Abandana was bad. No one knew about what is standing here politics. Remember, this Meshimo is an independent candidate. And sorry, two independent as an independent candidate. So you cannot force you on that thing and keep support with these ideas. What the manifesto now, but once more the law takes precedence. Like even to make a procedural. When you can against those things, then something's happening. Somebody needs to think. I think I've been seriously budgeted for these roads. No more correct. Who is this power of person you're going to friends, but the world in including the constituency. Considering a third, the world get 10 So going forward, we need to change. Yes.
It is not even that. Bonchari, Bomachoga Church, and Bomachoga were combined. They are not very rankia a word. Is that fairness?
Now, my question, and then, so what does the governor has government to have on charge, which has just only received
1.8?
1.8. And what about these other wards? And then I want to have on charge. How do they see that? Like about the MCAs, like Moshimo is saying, whereas that we have some counties getting, some wards getting Chibesa, and others are not getting. And Bumachoge, take the case of Bumachoge Church, which has only resource center, only 1.2. The whole constituency.
The whole word is the word I am.
Yes, just one word. Leave alone, of course, in Nyamira Church we have 6, but in Ndoche and 3. The total half of it, but it's no better. Talk about Nyamira Masaba, which only has 3.4 million. Then now we have over us. So maybe I'm just trying to imagine but in account that maybe a constituency and they got each word but if it was equally distributed, it could have got more than others. Like now, I think Machoka Church is the one that has maybe
I feel maybe one of the chibete chimebie chata kere koba chibuga tu chibe held ne national government mpaka formula yabe derived yogo chiko distribute because etia tomato premature linga bana 60 million ye chiko chi Kisii county chika en na chiro chipara chi ward maybe kange formula njabe deliver linga ki either quota system something like that ko saba the population ye baro yabantu go se chipara chile need by need basis something like that
ndongere mashimata respond ndongere mashimaka tevinga I've seen even a post ya mashimaka about complain kemo ndaro terrorist chipara kwet chikoros tanga mbakwe terrorist ne rule na tevinga ki kemo ra yako chol once I'm taken out of office kemo ndama ndenge wa choru ko bato bongo boko legas to choriri ko le balimo so nyako choro bongo boko legas
no fue volmonte ko joge ote ke ballot
make a decision ekona tandem ne rates yo mwananchi na kile mwananchi atagete mondo ko represent yo mwananchi basi boitangare no mu MCA mondo ko represent basi constituency no mujumbi but on the county level chena chi ward so mu MCA atagenge para yani ne yetakire ko su ayi kunye chinjiri because even now if you look at parabone chiga to bato mwaka wa much watch credit work that's next year yo kera we have one financial year mwaka yo actually even one financial year tunatoika June this is 6 months assuming 7 months mpaka next year June that means nga mwaka yo goza sasa wacha challenge it kia to asile campaign mode yini nitaka tenga kile regime ya soka sasa nije Kisii county last financial year can be political, can be something else. Now, assuming we see all the words that rule, what will happen? That means for the next 1.5 years, Paranji cross for a living cross over Basitanga.
Na musikengwa kwa nigore bado igoro ya kwa nigore ya maintenance. Something like a maintenance. Na china budget splitted you.
The same pattern to make it or distribute para road maintenance. Road maintenance we gave governor in the budget 160 million. Para anjili chiroko nyaro chikia salikire nini.
You want through a budget,
it is budgeted, yes. It is, you have a lump sum of 160 million that you can do chipara, maintain chipara. Ototo chipara we have given. Same pattern appears. Bas Bogetaro gets 3 roads, the rest of some of the wards 0, Chinde, Yemo. There's a lot of unfairness.
And then when you talk about your maintenance here, I am no participate so Kobeke Ganje Wetramna, no
yes. Again, na kere Kisii County Haron is a lot of impunity that we are not following the law. Governor Simba has become above the law. Government association ya any president, he feels that no one can question whatever he's doing. That is the problem we are having today in Kisii County. But I want to speak to my governor that Kenya is a country governed by laws. We have had governors. We had Ferdinand Waititu, who was very powerful. In fact, the MCAs were not talking. We had Sonko, who was extremely powerful. Ekada Sonko abete impeached. We imagined Nairobi will collapse. Nairobi moved on. Okoto bado mata. Na kole time ya 10 years. Ebi ndobilie ibete bionsi bikuda so mwananchi. Ebi ndata ko niwa. So don't imagine that you will operate with a lot of impunity and then you will walk scot free. We are in a country governed by laws. Na chibapo ni kana turuo. The law will catch up with you.
Na bado tegega maana yechi pesa. Initially, I think this is not the first time and namono kurwese wode ya basi boitangale egotwara issues and namono ya resources chia county. Ngora ngi some years back anye nebiri nabokongi njoli igore ya Robert Nore chiba chire mugafa na ngo bwato ko chesi chibodi tinga ito na chimilioni sasa chia kabaida. Then it was chain
I can explain. I can explain. You know, onye ward nere anyora a lot of injustice because of my tima yetiwae ne ward ya vas boitangale. When you come to employment with actually in his government muitangale tayo ucha akere chache so mata oende pakanya cheki. You look through the entire system, we do not have a representative. 2023-2024 Ewodi ya wasboitangare in the spirit of imagining ano barago punish governor removed Kurose budget, project is almost worth 10 million. As MCAs who were affected, we sat down to the control of budget, and we stopped the budget ya Kisii County for 4 months.
Yeah.
Tirimu arocha ko minyoka chigari gorago te abantu ngaba MCA mbara batatetia bana banyore chibasari. You know, you govern through a lot of lying, ebintu getoko te yabantu ebintu gete bira unreasonable. Kwa imagining that this thing will last for long. Kada go get the control of budget riruga. Control tokarumba ka evidence of the budget we passed and the budget that was being implemented. Control of budget aka agree na into that this budget was changed. The case went all the way to the Senate. Senate agreed with our grievances. Governor Kabawand, we did another supplementary budget to rectify a mistake here. But since then, mbono naro chinande a trend ye attack ko imagine governor imagines anabago punish mo MCA for not agreeing to whatever political position he take. They take a position yayo go support Ruto, and we will take our position. We have no problem with that, but we must serve our people. We must serve abantu bari batu wakete chikura. Because no Ruto manyene tariko kananga region gete mo MPO yitari taigwa na inenje teta ko mwachi besa chia Conscious Development Fund.
Turu example ke bunge ya Kitutu Chache South.
Yes. Kibaka indicate chia CDF because is a taxpayer. The given to charge and tax. This is not personal money that you will use as you imagining you will punish your body, you will punish so and so. Because again, but the reason as to why Monenago Korebin Tebiga, he has vowed some of us in Koendatolika. So, Ache ward neighboring, Aros Chipara, Aros CH, Obe. Ngai bugo parte hiyo ako engereze gigete no mwana inji ngai bonongyo tariko para. That is the imagination he has, but I want to speak to him again that will cost him more than it will cost me. Muna division ye it will cost him more than it can cost me. Yes
Na almost yeah.
You see, the Senate, I think the debated the levy. I think it was I think the Senate, maybe it can give a structure, whatever was the laws that parameters that in any county Kisii, how many wards does it has? Having these wards specifically gets on each para very on you can talk for friends, but we support then we eat. Either no more governor Tanzania, no more governor Kisii or Nyamira. I think this a law should come now that the senators want to get cheaper. Fuel levy. I think they should have now a law, another law that now governs. How can we shake it? Like now, let me ask you: we have county allocation. Whether you are a pro-Ruto, you don't support the government, it is a must thing. Kisii counting on your I think 13 billion. And I would have wished maybe for the benefit of mwananchi. Sometimes we young sangura na chire back to the treasury by the county government ya Kisii. It has happened.
Chekwa ni kile mahamanga sana.
Maybe you can tell us.
What happens when you are late in spending? Maybe a year on a but ukanyorwa kana contractors ibintu nebyo. That is why but that also has a downside because Nairobi, it tells you the economy ya Kisii will go down. Circulate town ya Bosongo. Again to Kende, Kerina Kwanera, and I want you to invite me one day to Kwanera Mangana each contractor to local. How they have been squeezed to a corner that many of them have been depressed and bakure. To Kwanere, why local contractors are very sidelined completely that you will go to Migori and bring one contractor according to ward CEP as a county ya Kisii. You know, Karoko Monto Haron Chipara chia 700 million outsider. Chiba say jinjiri utumeka Kisii. chibesa chichutumeka sangao. And this is replicated in all ministries. Ministry of water kwanyarango muntu gukora bitatu kuone company egokora ne yomukamba. Oko and ministry of agriculture kwanyarango company egokora ne yomuyikuyo. How do you grow your people? How do you grow your local economy? Those are some of the difficult questions we should start asking ourselves going forward. Etauni ya Bosongo, as it is today, there is no money. It's not that local contractors tigasi. He knew that this money will be spent within Bosongo. But when you want to reduce a county into your personal property, it becomes a sad thing.
Abuga. Ndo komende gore amangana yu musika kwani.
Timbo antikenda komende kene ama nyali bari chacha uri na rinka nyali bari masawa. Samwate wange wa the peanuts. Abalende Chima tanga mu MC bona igasa iri gym ye. Timwe sana ngotige ka sana nganda go defend mu na injury anjorete. But it's a situation in Congo. You see, katika 2027 people will start getting you. Assuming it was for itangare neighboring to Vast Church.
Yeah.
And to move from this world back and the world not going to be shared. People come and ask you, ngai kwa renge. Kretu the jango bagu chage na moino gai. But then what to understand, okay, apa na inchi squeezing understand by the challenges chiro ko ring politics and development. But I understand it, but understand it. But the good thing apa na inchi bangi banse understand what happens at the county government level. So neringa umugaba na kwente kana sana ba MC ba. In one way or the other, because ko chabe gange. Omo MC ko chabone kana wara chamwe akole campaign ya buronge. Omo chamategerera, omo akire chukura. Umugaba na ende ko so MC atika, so MC agenda ka yo tigare. Depending on kimoko moko read.
Kwanza baba is a very bad example, so good example.
Yes.
And I'm going to consider the election pattern in 2022. Over CSA abaga ngola kisaba msi wali bali aligned whatever the aspirants wali bali aligned no more governor no ya mobwe ko chole tu.
That's why you have one MCA or ODM.
Muske mara chana erbe ko chole tu kulese governors. Maybe
that is politically in Kisii. Sasa ne wal so main factors ko montara chol ko morai. Factors ne tinyingi nje sama ngata kanya chongo ko dino seito. Ave sido kitima itinga grounding kira ndo wachukua mwa wakachukura. So mugabara bante kana sala ngajya ba mseba te ngachisa nto achizeke teiga. Mistake ya happen gose aba is the reason why achibeke tencheri. Patima to mwana njinga understanding ngata could be a reason why ba say 21 million Ponchari 1.8. 1.8. Mana itu understand again. Nanta understand it. Ngo bata bana ba batano. Kes ku jiko guru. Akwa watu mwano kwa mwa ose 200. Kwa watu ni kwa mweli. Kama tu ngukina.
Yo ni kwa mko kwa Yesu guru.
Kama tu ngukina bana basike ba Kairu. Ose 50 ose 3 ayo mra kweu. Kwa tigumo. Ngaya no mumura to at mahitaji. Kwa tema understand lakini kiago sinyamba ka to understand bado ngaba kwa sababu mpata mahitaji.
Wewe sipina sababu ni magasi.
Ngasa development unless a word ke what parati nyingi na lekere nene ne population kere nene which again they factored under gets part cha for leverage kwa issue. So nelinga ki tigomo gavana ai kalante na MCA aiwana because once imbata ketego wacha nandiri yakabo se jaga tu ndo da kwa ndaka ngasi ntuta ko da magendro genda kama ndonga tema nando nyoro totunga chuode ntibwa defense buya kwa manage constituency. There's no money that comes either from the ward from the county that's what I'm saying I spend to yura nyoro mujumba kwa 170 million to 150 million just CDF aba de banga na bongo beke chiga ngole kana then development amount is county government nyinge kitabwa maybe that world fund it's kwa executive chagenda to the development kwa maintain corona executive yagenda se development nanya what that mean maybe ba go implement projects the thing is just supervise kwa ngana msimba kwa zile ba go spend at source so kwa sababu ngolinga kiwi from our side ngelinga omo gusi as a whole ne community yamo no monta yamo obwa tata mamo yamo kabe kwa sababu ngana ba wana ngaki mundu ngeli bari chacho ngeli bali masabo yole bonchari na abe kuno mo gusi yole bobasi yes
abwe so kwikaranza kwegwana musike obare ndo chama tukumakeiga amatukuna raitire chibujanjaro kande mitandao sana ba musibale no mugavana umuske Paul Simbarati ngorengi onya maisa no kanya tarago terio ngorengi no yamo bo kwarengo tumetinga ngwanyo te baga ntachinde kara mugo shana mugavana nki ngwaje abashambole to this level ngabono oko bachano kongororo kemagenda rogoseke siasa
omaete Haron people imagining ajana gavana etoetaine njena gavana etoetaine the only reason ya korete difference nekere arotaka gukora ibintu binebi bya gukora byokoena na chipara ose development otaka koruka basi boitangale Haron am jam one person in tarikokosu I'm never scared of anything so one of the binebi you want to scare me by removing my roads those things don't scare me and binebi into no enkomokani asare enkomokani ngebyo gavana togokora but one kwa ranga making the sense but I want to talk to him as a brother that we are almost in a campaign period. Governor believes that he has made enough resources and he will not listen to anyone. I want to give him an example that in 2002 not because he didn't have money. He had a finance minister by then. And I got to 500 in 2002. Wesate ko mukonyo nyeta gutwara bwa matuya na mwananchi. Na gutwara bwa matuya no mwananchi no gusika barayi bari bande bachorire. I was not elected to go serve Governor Simba. I was elected to go serve abantu abo baswete. And that's why I'm making this noise I'm making here. But if there is an imagination that I should bow to ebintu birindo chibikukandamiza omuntu basi boitangare ekingo kokani ngekiyaya because there is no reason okorete contractor basi boitangare yechipara a contract yakanwa pare yetraera there is no justification kwarete contractor yakore para enusu yakanwa there will be no justification and you will not want me to be silent akade bintu nebiko koru again to kende there is a road yakaniru without it being done ekerengo boli bintebi taliseginde I'm only doing my job no mo MCA ori abantu babo basi boitangare ba minute bakamwakere kura bakamutuma and one thing I can promise them that I will not disappoint them I will do my work no mo MCA
Ototo again tongana Egeikaro see we are looking at it from the MCA side what are they going to tell their people one of my thing a governor Egeikaro ikabunchari. What is the language? What is the scapegoat that?
MCO, you know, I don't talikoba.
I can tell you because I've been with the governor. I can tell you the approach he will take. He will come. I mentioned Yamagendero Yansi Pia Colide. Nimbe 20 million in Yagitari, but he will be avoiding the question. This is a different kitty. This is fuel levy. It's not about development, it's about fuel levy. So he will want to play around those figures.
Language kia watu wanachari and I can akrate. Nende tare koraba type na mwashimiwa maybe gako misbehave tare kora kende. But at least you know it's all about Kisii, the residents of Kisii County. It's not about Mwamsio, you know, Steve Arika. It's not about Moscow. It's not about others who have got nothing here. You see, it's all about your mwananchi Obonchari or Jordan. Igare like he is the father of the county. Oh no, the end Haron Ototo na you are senior to me. I might be the youngest Apaka. You know, you run families. You have a father, eh? Oh no, they are very stubborn. Sometimes they was around my stubborn. But can your father disown you? I think about my toy we are all under governor's umbrella that you never to Turbochia, but we are the children. Abana and Barbonchari. Kibona go Jacobatenga Matunda and Areta, and I was Atana. But you, because of what? Because your mother misbehaved. That is very unfortunate.
I think you have to manage Muligari and Totara Komi.
Kwa story ya pana ndego na wakati wetu mheshimiwa anataka kwa raise but ni point letting a key Uneo mo konto ko represent mo represent ya bananchi kai ziringa para kibagiri boronge. Na rest ni bagiri boronge.
Nganji bagiri boronge.
It doesn't just yentungira tumia go justify whatever has happened. Completely. Like kile muntu gawe chance yae aga njipara chiae. Kila bananchi abala yimba ba beli serikali for a long time. Wata bukali kelimo kwachireka. Hange miaka kwa koteka 20 years kwa no mujumbo sina kende yonse mo senata kwa byo miaka 10. None pale kwa ndabugo teyo. Amanda gusirembe abo zi parliament selek. Kuma none pale kwa ndabugo ko ntwana matanga asande. Kile mujumbo bere to visit mi tamu bere. None pale kwa ndabugo teyo. Nonya saka tebanga no kwa nyo kwa ndabugo ko tiemple tu yo mogoko ende. Because kwa nyo sta bantu bani. Kile mondamu ya kale gasia yetu lakini akolo borongi.
Na umuske ase amangana ya oversight ya muko bwatira na munainwa ba MCA amono mo senator. Mo senator be county ya Kisii muske Richard Munyonga orekana na erega komoreka sana ngabiri bwante ko korekana timatinga igento munekere nyara kabaga ko comment nyere ndego so nyara kabaga ku reach out kotaka kumanya biranga bintu ko sini mu reach out na erega gose cooperation ya muna ba MCA bali ba ko oversight yo mugavana amona ere muno libono tende county samangana ya oversight.
We've not reached out to Senator, but now thing a recess story. So we've not had a common consensus on how we approach Mangana Ejipara. But I believe that it is one thing that will have to go to all the way to the Senate, because to is and through. It will be a great disservice and an illegality which is avantoba ribanjolete. That is why in Karanastale, this is happening. Again, to Kende, Senator has done a good job. He's tried to highlight into Bigo County. Sometimes people don't take him serious, but he has done his oversight role perfectly well. Something might oversight people imagine that maybe no water. And our governor nanje teko tuara chi scapegoat sana. Ngekera ukoboli, for instance, ngekera ngomoboli why one company has to do chipara in 30 words. Tevanga bono baro chakere kotumeka kondwani. It is not a fight. These are resources chumwananchi. Resources chitakere konya umwananchi wa Kisii County. So when you take resources chumwananchi wa Kisii County kwa proxies, kwa your friends from Garissa, from wapi na wapi bakora bintu by'umuntu obusi atakire gukora, then why do you want nkeke dekora abantu barabataka ngende boitangare for instance today mbori no na abantu aboitangare devolution under article 174 whatever the counties came so that wananchi can manage their resources at the local level. Mbori umwananchi obasi boitangare asibuna muriga ngoko no negetacho ya 250. You will not find anyone. Then how do you empower your people? Among the key pillars here, I got to say manifesto, I read it. The thing you will empower people to create wealth. How do you create wealth when we have people from Lowland registered in companies, 17 of them, Chikoreji para Kisii County? How do you empower your people? Ekara to mukamba, ocha koreji bitacho bya buitangare. You know, those are the questions we should be asking ourselves. These are not personal resources. No, these are resources chiavananchi. And we have been elected to serve Mwananchi. So I have no personal issue. No money. But you cannot come to Waitangare on the contractor, a colleague as shoddy, because Ninja Mwananchi akoboli. And then people imagining a Ninja I have to explain to people nga contract no monto governor. Okorire para buati makarabati. Okorire para moro mga begete purchase. You know, I have to explain this to my people so that they can understand. And that is my strength.
Na so ko me business me ga o se mari ko ngor ki going forward go ya ka je ya fuel levy sa chinde ke be re lukuda ti was expectation ya onere.
My expectation is that governor finds it time. I can answer a lot of reflection. That is my expectation, that he should take time and reflect why he was elected by the people of Kisii County and where he wants the county to move. to govern a county in the manner which Simba is governing a county. You cannot govern a county using emotions. You cannot govern a county utumie vitisho. I work Richiko and do things the right way.
Toka ndase egento kende maybe abuga na iri kintu anya kwa tokoligereria issue gete ya machikoba geko letwa na one of your fellow MCAs oli nsida jinga kujitendo mukwa twasiri kati ya onere because you share name musike wota muchacho bare na abaga kukwana sana igoro ya mangana yokuruka chinya gitali amalieta timaitinga a county kose a county assembly ne watiri chiko die process ngolengi national assembly ngolengi ya tiri chiko ne boli bwate lyo konem to kwe muko ja konem kwe para gosonjero ke obale road se para li chiko ndoro timaitinga se county ne bwate e process ne yakara umuske wota muchache na umana sana igoro ya mangana yo konem na ngolengi tali yarubika ngolengi nande ndinaga na ruka kwanete.
I don't think naming Nyagitari, Raila Odinga or any person is a bad thing as long as a procedure were to go. I don't believe it is a bad thing. Raila was a statesman. If today you bring Rieteri to the assembly, or the time you Kyogoro Hospital, Raila Odinga Memorial Hospital, we'll have no issue.
So it's about the process.
That's about the process, but you cannot wake up one day and say, "You want Raila Odinga hospital." There, if you just follow the process, personally support. Okay, I want to take into because Raila did a lot of work for this country. It is because of the fight he put in place. We will support.
Otherwise, kange kesonda ina boke kere hato.
Kango tindiko kuana anda abuno gabana take to irani that we should not be questioning whatever he's doing.
Kwenye bata issue ne story unashima kwa na eti Nyagitari. Having been in Kisii for some time now, Mas Nyagitari ya Kyo, I think na Ivacho. We need to give credit as a former principal secretary for the church.
Yeah.
Those are the key projects. Tunajitanganira kasi umo swati ori. Akalete asomo gusi.
Jengel.
Yengelte PCL. Ne kuenere skunere gari tikiama bundu. Is a school.
Nyaura, I think.
Nyaura something. Yeah, modern school. Those are beautiful projects by the church of Paso. Asomo gusi. Chiangwaga at actually equipped, which was done. In 1 year, the other most particular with the PS where I can go to Mokaka. Then I got everything I've been the so thank we are cooking the Yons at and take a talk like a naked. Thank well respected, and I will tell you more as a Nyagitari. Because maybe I know solve. When say Walter, not one thing and Tagatanga, never have a starter. I was part by Boido. But they want to buy great things at Neribari Church, Neribari Masava. When the Comaria Tabo, I'm seeing Tarity. I happen to be in Bondo. To come governors in Baratia and Goro, and with a council of governors, Bakeo and Goro. Yeah. Filing a sobo in a related Raila Odinga. The second was about you to Kosovo in Nankanyora, Nari governors in Baratia Ukwan. And I had been mentioning about the same issue in a Tanya Tuaruka, Raila Odinga. No politics are about Timaki Quanagan, it's all about optics. To them, when the talk of coach will make politics interesting. It could be interesting, yes. At that time, it was because of convenience. I don't cool or not deputy party reader. Then we see what happens next. But in general, there's a process, there's a procedure. You co-retaliate in the assembly, you have approved the entire group. If you can do that, maybe more understanding to the process. Maybe at having a area of Ivajo, Eruku, Memorial Hospital. Or maybe a Kyogoro, Eroku, Study Musaje, Mother Child Hospital, or maternity, whatever wing. So that Kromonda, if you gain or you can lose here, no, Tebangomonda, or never. You must matter fear that created, I can go to cover. Yes.
But I think also, Toto, been driven by emotions. Karaha maybe the best way to commemorate was a call in a key relevance in the Odinga. Enyakobo, maybe, but the emotion is sharuro. We need to come to reality. You know, you cannot use. I want to echo what Mashimwa said. You cannot use emotions. See, we are a country that we have a democratic, right? Democratic country governed by laws. You cannot wake up one day and start telling us, you want to wake up, okay, now simply because you are a government, we have laws and procedures. Let the due process be done. Such that even if this thing comes, we respect the law. There is rule of law. There is a law. And the governor is not above the law.
Ngere ko chinsa cheri ngere tuna kani omosike obaro nyara ko comment ndo nyara ko to getika ko comment ri kara ne chichirani chia omo ina Nyamira ndo kwa negoro ya ngoli kibara ba msie batatu lakini ofanda above that the same time ndibaga ndo ngoli kibara msie omo msie be ward yabo nya matuta omosike Julius Matwere na nyara kabaga ko be ko moswada bosibwe bunge buku kani ko rusio mo governor omosike mumenyaribo abisi almost ngaite ngochiere umusodo ngochego tagara rolit ko olia chimone na semuna yari kyabuga atieka goteba mumachaya mabo mugava na nyali babe kirna linga otumeka abisi boga wose abuse of abis seritra trata be kora mo abisi agende timating guranya ko kwa negore process and considering that thing at this third time county ya Nyamira ko time ko imbichi ko sebunge county ya Nyamira ko time ko imbichi mugava of course inu mo imbichi timo deputy governor
Abo alina magosa alenge, he didn't have any mistake. It was political games. Chia played. Impeachment is a process provided for in law. If MCS feel that a governor has committed crimes, he was warranted to be impeached. Nabako impeached. I read through the impeachment Nyalivo, and some of the issues being raised there are weighty. We have an issue on misuse of office, whatever. Him not addressing the county assembly, state of the county address. And I know you got in the state of the county address. Where I see it, I see the Mechandere Nyamira Nemeke. When you compare Mechandere Nyamira and Mechandere Bosongo, Neding Mechandere Bosongo, hidden. I don't know why even the media is not highlighting it. But if the things Vigo Bosongo were highlighted, you will realize Mechandere Nyamira Nemek. Neding and one we have a governor who knows on how to do PR. Na Gotumia Otara. You know, you watara komera wangina, you give them t-shirts na 200, they will you are stealing their money kwa baira they will not understand. So that is the problem we have. But I can tell you for free that aba MC Nyamira their constitutional right yoko ringolia obakorera bumo governor Nyalibo. If they sustain their case, but many a times onyo babuire marakabere
one fit and face shy
is likely to defeat them again. So we can only wait and see.
Ototo, maybe when you can't mention about Nyamira. Either say either is an impeachment. You cannot. And again, you see, Nyamira is one of the county what was so controversial in a way that what issues share. You're either dealing with by-elections, you're either dealing with an impeachment, so you're having the same time like now we are having.
Bunge mashinani.
Bunge mashinani, bunge kikaoni wapi. You know, Nyamira is a fun county. It's part of Nyanshongo ya
Bunge Mashinani is one of the charges leveled against Governor Nyalivo, that he operated outside the law in conducting even the Bunge Mashinani.
Support Bunge Mashinani.
So, much as it is, but then much as we are just trying to look at Nyamira, it's a county of its own. It's a county which is very unique in a way. It's a county in Jiro, but remember what Nyamira. If indeed the accusations, when you look at them, indeed they are weighty, they substantiate, because they have everything. When you talk about the county public board, is it the board?
County Public Service Board, stay here for 2 years.
Stay here for 2 years, and the claim is that Bunga, I think Mashinani approved it, which is not. So how can you operate a county without the
Public Service Board?
Public Service Board. And you see, it's a very central department that will govern the county. I think much of the failures and other things that are happening there is the cause of maybe even 20. And then I want to talk about the public address.
The state of the nation. The state of the nation of the county. The county. I think it is important. You see, even though it is so constitutional that you cannot avoid. Pitabuatiani, na wengi mnabaono abando what get tabuati zero. You have nothing to explain to people. You have no scapegoat. This is their constitutional right. Just like it is the address, the county address. You need to tell how you have progressed from one to another. Out of those things, they might think someone will come up and tell us, maybe, Governor, we have never seen him for a long time. Last time I don't know, was it during the ODM celebration? He has gone missing, he has been in celebrations elsewhere. He needs to come back and look at a key county ya Kisii when it over. Was honestly like Kisii town, we are losing it.
No, Mashujaa.
I think.
Someone think about Governor. The most vocal person in ODM, but one of the word.
But from where? I think the ground.
But I want to say something about the issue of development here, Kisii and Nyamira. In the room, we have state of the nation address, the county address here, Kisii and Nyamira. But sometimes I wishing about my address in the county assembly. What did they sing? What the human 90? I don't get to mono. We're done now.
We're done. We're putting up now.
Only we common. What a depression. I talk to Buango. I'm on dinner. I'm a cow. No more. I'm such a no more. Don't mind the guy on the new matron of a pit. I can't. Montari got colleagues. I think Montorio wet. Naman task it.
Share is a check-in.
Share with the yoke. But you see, like it happened, I think last 1 month, 2 months here. So it happened in the Senate and the National Assembly. Most of the members of the cabinet appear before the National Assembly, because there were so many issues sharing it, this ministry. I'm here to see that happening in the county assembly, like particularly in Kisii and Nyamira. So like in Nyamira, the impeachment thing, GC in Kenya, they will appear before the assembly. Same case in Kisii. People don't want to answer the questions. Like now the issue where couldn't be talk about the governor. Talk about the chief officer, the questions. What happened? Because the idea of the technical advisor the one economic advisor county government actually. If one the what was governor the talk in tandem their constitution, you want to 2010. So what will take it to happen? It's a big mistake. Yeah, I can already. So I wish she appeared before the county assembly one or two questions. Human and Jataka giving them be a vet, be called. Because but then next year, the work by day. Some of them are going to see Marat. Now I'm working next year. Anyway, now it's all you but the last time we did and you may think it was yesterday. But now from that time up to date, nobody has come out gold swearing a key between these 365 days. What has happened in Kisii? Mondio better daring enough. I've all this while you critical king here happening in Kisii. What takes stock of what is happening? I am seeing the county government. Okay, Wanga should have not done what she has done, and there's supporting her. Pretty county government, Wanga. I think there's a quarter of a monthly magazine or so. What the county government has done. Oh, that dare you one day. This is the 4th year, almost the 3rd and 3.5 years to a Korea side the position as a Kisii county government. Even a single photo about a cabinet meeting in Kisii.
You're not fine.
Do you know the guys who work is who are cabinet secretary? Kisii is Kisii county. What a magnet. Come on, man, governor, or deputy governor, GMCA. Bamanya Kisii in Bantu Kisii county. Banakubara completely. Nchebe kama nyamina as a journalist, nanya correct na ya cabinet ya Kisii. Particularly page ya Wanga, like every day, every
meetings.
Almost get pakwada mpaka what you call the revenue you quarterly the weekly meeting the cabinet ko ligera linga revenue ya sangeriu as a county government. But when you Kisii, Nyamira, the only time you see a season Nyamira make na kutu. Asande there's a season by the Kisii. Or I think it's like 1 month and 2 months ago can say. I saw him once. A critical CC by then. Kisa moja ni mliuka. Tuone kwenye taasisi yetu huko ndangandingo na RCC ya department yetu. No I think this guy I think my thing na RCC.
Eric, ngokonye the reason as to why endega ngukwanira not about the minister, not about the CC, not about the chief officer is because in Kisii County we have one person who can everything. He's the county secretary, he's the minister.
One man army.
One man army. And that is why the problem we are having. That you want to be the MCA of Waitangare, you want to be the governor of Kisii County, you want to be the minister of roads. Yeah. Today, as MCAs, some on the minister, some on the chief officer. The chief officer will come there, he will be helpless. They have nothing about Korobis. They are only there seated back on UHI and all that because everything is done by one individual. That is one person who will sit deciding this is what will be done, this will be done. But you know, that is the problem we're having. And then a competent governor works with a cabinet here, or city minister here, or advisors by. If you look at our governor, he has surrounded himself with some clueless MCAs who are misguiding him. You know, so that tells you the kind of problem we are in. That you travel to a foreign country, instead of carrying your executives, people who should guide you on policy, people who should tell you that this is to be done in this manner, you carry some MCAs around who don't even understand anything on implementation of policies. At the end of the day, when you're honest, that things are moving, but in a negative direction. Oh, and the office waziri boarding what is happening, he doesn't know. Oh, and the chief officer, we have, and you know, now that Eric find time invite me and to talk about corruption in Kisii County, because there is a lot of it. Kwa Nyoranga, we have a county with 14 chief officers. But governor has chosen to work with 3. 3 only. That they are the people who can sign the AIE, they are the people who can account. The rest are seated in the office just taking salary, public money, with no job. Out of 10 ministers, you have 2 or 3 who are active. The rest, muko tuko ofisi kujaza viti. You know, that is a sad state of affair of our county.
Manjo muligereri ngana ande omoske Thomas Yovare atabiri na ria rebu katochi na roro na maita ya anda yututanya ngo tokumanya.
You want an evidence, I'll give you.
You ande ikarura nyanga no tate gotoboli abuto gotomo Jesu moske Obare anale ko era. Timaiti omoske Obare engana yayo mwali gochiese aba menyi be bunge gosebe ward ya basiko itangala aba menyi baba basi menyi be county ya Kisii na boss wale nataka kwanira
I want to take this opportunity to and then but they elected a competent person. They elected a person who understands what he's doing. I will not be silent when I see any injustice meted upon abantu Waitangare. For instance, in terms of employment, today you will be given a shocking figure of near 0. Even if you Abaitangare are part of Kisii County, Abaitangare should be respected. Nabaroba ewe kerikia bopata kere konyora. Again, and I am not at war with anyone. I'm only asking the relevant things. Na abantu bane bakorerwe gasi. Kare gasi ya koreru, I'm a very peaceful person. I'll be quiet.
30 seconds abuga.
Timending sama ta getenga ya county government tore tax service board. When started the governor Nyariwa bekire yama ya wona linga 600 people atingia adi mother staff singoded
Yalikuwa kama ngaye.
kama kama kutima di sama dinga papa service budi na mire boro
Mugaba na garo.
Para manja pake anyway asa barigeri wetu wakangambu ya mono nande mwatu gitu kali rero munyere ngatiko chenya mayanchoro chenya sengonchoro na keranya ward ngukabali skolo ya Thursday muchikolo wa nesegi kigera twense naba gusitore musigiste gocha wakachikula nyansiongo ward usucho kerenyo unless kanyomiroro useka mwete ngate njaje gusi twense naba gusi ende motore ndochikolo wana omutukovia
nanje kokorera it's a message one message one again to kire so critical everyone is looking at nature by election chair Nyamira Egeikaro and of course the Nyansiongo inje ntonda ate abantu bechinse muchiri and other all people who are maybe of interest necessarily let people batwara umulembe aba ke batumeku asobobe kureta furugu kureta disunity disorganization abantu bake no mulembe murayururu chenera ora mwakere kura ukore kura yao oendeka minus kureta furugu yende nase aba nainchi be county ya Nyamira. You see, the other time we said we'll pray for them. We are continuing with the prayers. And we know God will hear our prayers. And maybe Nyamira will be great. I count on Nyamira, by the way. One day, I think it will be one of the counties that American to have a promise. I think it will be shown in Nyamira.
Biakipo manje muligera limpya munesenga joko njago sangamo na intu asomro Egeikaro litkolia lero twalengene gesi ko sangamo no musketo masobare mamsiebe godi ya basi witangale kurwase bunge ya Bobasi county ya Kisii pe bono muskesenga joko nyale bagago chago sangamo na intu samu miyenda nabo go Eric Abuga chenguro ko Haron Ototo nyengiri oyorenge kurwase nsame transmission ga kwa Mike Willis kendo torwuli ya Getembe TV kama Mbusi boy go to Arabot Korea.